Okay guys, welcome to problem 5 of the first competition. We are given the vertices of a square, and I've already drawn them in, and they're color-coded, but these are the vertices of a square. It's drawn not to scale, but approximately, which is why it looks a little funky and not like a square, but let's move past that. So the line going through 2, -3 divides the square into two parts of equal area, so it splits it in half. And the line's equation can be written as ax plus by plus c equals 0. What is a plus b plus c? So they obviously want us to find the equation of the line that passes through this coordinate system and then also splits the square in half. Well, what do we know? Well, if it were to split the square in half, I'm going to draw an imaginary center point. No matter where it would come from, if it would go from here, actually I'll draw the square in as well. If it would come from here or from here, if it passes through, it has to pass through the center point in order to split the square in half, no matter where it comes from. Even if the line was coming from here and it missed the center point, then this area would not be the same as that area. So that's our hint. We know that the line must pass through the square center point. Well, let's figure out the square center point. We can do this by picking up 2 points. For example, this point over here, which is 3, 6, and let's choose this point over here, 13, 8. If we find the average of the two x values and the two y values, they will point us to the middle. And what do I mean by that? Well, if I do 3, which is the x value here, plus 13 over 2, which is going to give me 8, I know that I'm going to draw the distance between them. I know that the middle point is going to be somewhere around here, or it's going to be somewhere where the x value is equal to 8. Now, to pinpoint the middle point, I'm going to do a similar thing with the y. I'm going to find the middle of their difference in y, which is going to be, or not their difference, but their average. So 6 plus 8 over 2, which is going to give me 7. So now I know that the middle point is going to be 8x across and 7y up. So this point is going to be 8, 7. Well, what does this tell us? We now know that the line going through the point 2, 3 must also go through the point 8, -7. And if we know 2 points that the line passes through, well, we can then figure out its slope. So let's do 7 minus -3, and then 8 minus 2 to get 10 over 6, or 5 over 3. So I'm going to write this in, but this is the slope of our desired line. Well, now we have the slope, and we have a point. So this should indicate that we can describe the equation of the line using point slope form. It's in the name. So y minus y1 is equal to mx minus x1. That's point slope form, where m is the slope and y and x are the coordinate pair through one of the points that the line crosses. So in this case, we can choose either this point over here or this point over here. I'll just choose the latter. So y minus 7 is equal to the slope, 5 over 3, which we calculated, times x minus x1, which we got 8. So and now the rest of the problem is just basic arithmetic. I'm going to multiply I factor this out, and I'm going to multiply everything by 3 to get rid of the denominator. Once this 3 goes away, this will be 40. I'm going to move everything to one side. What will this be? Plus 19. And now I'm going to go back up and see what they want me to calculate, which is going to be the sum. Oh, and I just realized I forgot, this is what was confusing me. I forgot to write this in, but a has to be greater than 0. Otherwise, you'll have multiple solutions. Like, for example, here, you can multiply by -1 because a is the one in front of the x. So I'm going to multiply by -1 just to make sure that the a is positive. Otherwise, we would have two different solutions. So that was tripping me up. But now we can go along with adding our a plus b plus our c. And this gives us -17, which is our answer.